mynews.studio.
Blue Creek salmon are leaping upstream again as the Yurok tribe reclaims the heart of their homeland. That's a major milestone, but what does it mean for California, and maybe even beyond?
Today's date is June 9th, 2025. The Yurok tribe has just finalized the largest land return in California's history, 73 square miles along the Klamath River. Why is this such a historic moment?
Let's put those numbers into perspective. The Yurok lost about 90% of their territory during the California gold rush. With this land return, they've more than doubled what they currently hold. And it's taken them 23 years and $56 million to make it happen.
That's a huge investment, both in time and money. How did they actually manage to make this work?
The tribe partnered with conservation groups, pieced together funding from public and private sectors, and navigated a pretty complicated legal landscape. The land includes the Blue Creek watershed, which is essential for fall Chinook salmon runs.
So it's more than just land, it's about the environment too. What's their plan for actually taking care of it?
The Yurok will use traditional ecological knowledge. That means things like controlled burns to lower wildfire risks, restoring prairies, removing invasive species, and planting trees. These are methods they've refined over thousands of years, now combined with modern conservation science.
Controlled burns are interesting. Native practices like that don't always make it into mainstream policy. But here, they're front and center. Why do you think that's happening now?
There's a growing understanding that Indigenous stewardship is actually effective, both for biodiversity and climate resilience. Studies show that land managed by Indigenous groups often has better ecological outcomes.
We've seen land return efforts in other places, but rarely at this scale. Could this inspire other Indigenous communities, or is there something unique about California?
The Yurok story could inspire others. In the U.S., about 3 million acres have been returned to Indigenous groups in the last decade. But there are big hurdles: the high cost, resistance from current landowners, and complex legal rules.
And on the economic side, does this create jobs, or is it more of a symbolic gesture?
It's both. Restoration work, controlled burns, planting, monitoring, creates jobs for the tribe's 5,000 members. But it's also deeply symbolic, healing some of the wounds from the gold rush era and reconnecting cultural ties.
There's a wider context here. More countries are starting to see Indigenous land stewardship as crucial for conservation. Is this a turning point?
It could be. The Yurok's achievement sets a precedent. Land-back movements are gaining ground, and policymakers everywhere are watching to see how this unfolds, both for culture and ecology.
What are the main challenges ahead? Is it just about getting more funding, or are there other obstacles?
Funding is a big part, but political will and legal systems are just as important. Partnering with conservation groups helps, but every land return has its own challenges. Sustained commitment is essential.
And the takeaway?
Recognizing Indigenous land rights can lead to both cultural healing and environmental restoration. It's not just about the past. It's a step toward the future.
That gives us a lot to reflect on. Anything you'd add for our listeners?
This story isn't just about California. It's a model for how justice, ecology, and Indigenous knowledge can come together to benefit everyone.
We've seen salmon return, land restored, and a community reconnect with its roots. The Yurok journey continues, and the world is watching.
Thanks for joining us as we explored the Yurok tribe's historic homecoming and what it could mean far beyond California.
Thank you for listening. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. Give it a try for free.